you gonna do?
I don't know.
You got to decide, Bertha.
I can't decide nothing.
Well, why can't you?
I'm too tired.
Well, that's no answer.
Well, that's the only answer that I know. I just want to lay here and think it over.
You've been lying here thinking about something for the past 2 weeks. You've got to come to some decision. The girls leave this room.
Well, let them have it.
They can't. Not if you're lying here.
Oh, God.
Pull yourself together now, Bertha.
What's the matter with me?
You're sick. Sick.
I got a sick headache. Who slipped me that Mickey last night?
Nobody slipped you no Mickey Finn last night. You've been lying here over 2 weeks talking out of your head. The sensible thing for you to do, Bertha, is to go home.
Go back nowhere. I ain't going nowhere till I get back on my feet.
There's no place for a girl like you in your condition. Besides, we need this room.
Leave me be, Goldie. I gotta get some rest before I start working.
Bertha, you've got to decide.
What have I got to decide?
Where you're going from here?
Nowhere. Now leave me be, Goldie. I gotta get some rest.
Can't do nothing from now to the crack of doom. Listen here, if you don't make up your mind right away, I'm gonna call the ambulance squad to come and get you. So better decide right this minute.
I can't decide nothing. I'm too tired. Worn out.
I'll take this nickel and I'll make the call right now. I'll tell me of a sick girl over here who can't talk sense.
Go ahead. I don't care what happens to me now.
Well, then why don't you write a letter, Bertha, to that man who sells hardware or something in Memphis?
Charlie? You leave his name off your dirty tongue.
That's a fine way for you to be talking, and me, after keeping you here out of the kindness of my heart, and you not bringing in a red, white, or blue cent. Why, where do you get?
Charlie, he's real sweet. He's real...
What if he is? All the better reason for you to write him, to get you out of this tight spot you're in, Bertha.
Ask him for another dime again. Got that? He's forgotten all about me, my name and everything else. Somebody's cut me up in my sleep.
Pull yourself together, Bertha! If this man's got money, maybe he'll send you some to help you get you back on your feet.
Sure he's got money. He owns a hardware store. I reckon I ought to know. I used to work there. He used to say to me, Girlie, anytime you need anything, just tell old Charlie. We had good times together in that back room.
I bet he ain't forgotten it, neither.
No, but he found out about all the bad things I'd done since I quit him and came to St. Louis.
He ain't, Bertha. I bet you he don't know nothing.
It's you that's been writing them things. All the dirty things your mind can think of. Your tongue's been clacking so fast.
Bertha! And after I've been such a good and true friend to you, Bertha!
He's married anyhow.
Why don't you write him a little postcard or something? Tell him all the bad times you're having. Remind him how he said if you'd ever be in bad trouble, he'd come right to your side.
Leave me alone right now, Goldie. I don't feel so good.
What's the matter? You want to see a doctor?
No.
A priest?
No.
What religion are you anyway?
None.
I thought you said you was a Catholic.
What of it?
You could remember. Maybe we could get some sisters to help you. Give you a room or something, like they did for Rose Kramer, so you can rest. Huh, Bertha?
I don't want no sisters to give me nothing. I just want some peace till I finish resting.
Bertha, you're bad sick, Bertha.
Bad?
Yes, Bertha. I don't mean to scare you, but
You mean I'm gonna die?
I didn't say that.
But you meant it.
Got to plan for the future, Bertha. We just can't let things slide. Got to provide for the future, Bertha. We just can't let things slide.
If I'm gonna die, then I want to write Charlie. I gotta tell him some things.
If you mean a confession, honey, I think a priest.
No, I want Charlie.
Well, Father Callahan...
No, I want Charlie.
Charlie's in Memphis. He's running his hardware business.
Oh, yeah. On Central Avenue. The address is 563.
All right, and then tell him what condition you're in. Huh, Bertha?
No, just tell him I said hello.
I gotta tell him more than that, Bertha.
Just tell him I said hello from Bertha.
That would make sense. You know that.
That's all I want to say. Hello from Bertha. That's all I want to say. Hello from Bertha.
That would make sense. You know that.
Sure it would. Hello from Bertha. To Charlie with all her love. Don't that make sense?
No!
Sure it does.
I better call up the hospital and have them send out the ambulance squad.
No, I'd just rather die than that.
You're in no condition to stay in the valley, Bertha. A girl who's in your shape has got to be looked out for in a proper way, or anything could happen.
You're telling me, sister. I know the rules of this game. When you're out, and there ain't no comeback for you neither.
Now pull yourself together, Bertha. I'll have you move to a nice, clean room where you'll have hot meals 3 times a day and a comfortable bed to sleep in.
To die in, you mean? Help me out of this bed.
Now don't get excited, Bertha.
Help me out of this bed. Where's my kimono?
You're in no position to go crawling out of bed.
Shut up, you goddamn crepe hanger. Get Lena in here. She'll help me out with my things.
Where do you think you're going? What have you decided on?
To go?
Where?
That's my business.
Well, I'll call Lena.
Wait a minute, you. Take a look under that radio, that blue radio. There's $5.
There's no money under this radio.
Are you telling me I'm broke?
Honey, you've been broke ever since you come in here. Did you sick and sick? You ain't got no money. Don't call me names, Bertha.
Get Lena in here. She won't cheat me.
All right, just to satisfy you, I'll look under that blue radio. Look. See, it's just an old postcard you got from Charlie.
I've been robbed. Just because I'm too sick and too tired and too done in to take care of myself, I get robbed. If I was in my strength, you know what I'd do? I'd bust this place wide open. That money you stole from me. Get me police headquarters.
Be calm.
Don't tell me to...
Settle down here now, Bertha.
Don't tell me to be calm, you old slut. Police headquarters. I'll report this robbery to the police if it's the last thing I do. You'd steal the pennies off a nigger's eyes. That's how big-hearted you are. Come in here soft-soaping me about priests and confessions. Get me police headquarters!
Bertha, you need a good bromide. Let me get you back to bed, honey. I'll fix you a double bromide, and we'll get you all back together in a box of aspirin.
You bring me back my $25 that you stole from under the radio.
Now, Bertha.
Bring it back or I'll have you prosecuted. I've got friends in this town. Big shots, lawyers, politicians. Goddamn rap you try to pin on me. Vagrancy? That's a goddamn laugh. I got my constitutional rights. Oh, Charlie, you were such a sweet. You've done me dirt so many times, more than I could count. Done me wrong so many goddamn times I can't count it. You married that little choir singer. Stood me up. Oh my God, it aches my guts to look at your blessed little face in a picture. Where's that hellcat gone? Hey you! Where's my $10? Hey you! Come back here with that money. I'll brain you if I ever catch you monkeying around with money that belongs to me. Oh, Charlie, I got a sick headache. Honey. Oh, Charlie, no, don't go out tonight. Hey, you, bring me a cold ice pack. My head's aching. I got one hell of a hangover, baby. Vagrancy, huh? Vagrancy, your Aunt Fanny, huh? Vagrancy, huh? Get me a lawyer. I've got influence in this. Who's there?
It's me, Lena.
Oh, Lena, huh? Down and take a load off your feet. Have a cigarette, honey. I ain't feeling so good. Any cigarettes here? Goldie took 'em. She takes everything I got. Sit down and take a...
Goldie told me you wasn't feeling too good, honey. So I just thought I'd look in on you.
Yeah, that's a laugh, ain't it? I always come to work. You always come through, don't I, kid? You ever know me to quit? Nah, I'll be on the job. I may be a little down on my luck right now, but I'll be okay. That's all. That's all, ain't it, Lena? I ain't old. I still got my looks, ain't I?
Sure you have, Bertha.
What are you grinning about?
I ain't grinning, Bertha.
I thought maybe you thought there was something funny about me saying that I still had my looks.
No, Bertha. You got me wrong.
Listen, sweetheart, I know the mayor of this little burg. Him and me are like this. Where is it? I've been thrown out of better places than this. I'm too tired. I'll just lay down till my head stops swimming.
Oh, have you decided yet?
Decided what?
What are you gonna do?
Leave me be, I'm too tired.
Bertha, I've called up the hospital. They're sending an ambulance around to come and get you. They're gonna put you in a nice, clean ward.
Tell them to throw me in the river and save the state some money. Well, maybe they're afraid that I'll pollute the water. I guess they'll have to cremate me to keep from spreading infection. That's the only safe way of spreading, disposing of Bertha's remains. That's a sweet laugh, ain't it? Look at her, Lena, that slut that calls herself Goldie. She thinks she's big-hearted. Ain't that a laugh? The only thing big about her is the thing that she sits on. Yeah, the old horse. She comes in here talking soft about calling a priest and having me stuck in a charity ward. Not me. None of that stuff for me, I tell ya.
Watch how you talk. They'll put you in a straitjacket. That's what.
Get the hell out of here! Paper under that blue radio.
No, that ain't, honey.
I've been robbed of that, too.
Here's some paper, Bertha.
Good. Take a letter to Mr. Charlie Aldrich, owner of the biggest hardware store in Memphis City.
What's the address, Bertha?
563 Central Avenue, Memphis. Got that? All right. Dear Charlie, they're fixing to lock me up on charges of criminal responsibility without due process of law. Got that? I'm as sane as you are right this minute, Charlie. Nothing wrong with my upper story, and there never will be. Got that? Come down here, Charlie, and bail me out for old time's sake. Loving kisses, your old sweetheart, Bertha. Wait a minute. Put a P.S. on that. Say, how's your wife and... No, that don't belong there. Scratch the whole thing out. Scratch the whole thing out. Now, wait a minute. Get a clean sheet of paper.
Lena, come in.
Now, got it? Yeah, that's right. Now, just say this. Say, hello from Bertha to Charlie with all her love. Got that?
Yes.
To Charlie from Bertha with all her love. Hello from Bertha to Charlie with all her love.